everybody. I'm Craig DeGeorge, along with Bruno Sammartino, the living legend. Welcome once again to the Fury Hour. Great hour of excitement, UWF style. And boy, do we have a big match to talk about. First of all, the tag teams, the Power Twins against a very new tag team. We've seen them before, but never together, and that is Wet and Wild, Bruno.
Wet and Wild. Well, these two young guys, there's no question about it. They're very, very exciting. But I'll tell you what, the Power, you know, these two guys, they're awesome. They're big, they're tough, they're vicious. So it's going to be very interesting to see what these two young guys can do against these two individuals.
Could be a new feud, too, here in the UWF. One that has been going on, however, for quite a few months, that is. Cowboy Bob Orton and B. Brian Blair, and it will come to the pinnacle, we would think, in this match tonight.
These two guys, without question, they hate each other. They've fought each other a number of times. And this time you're going to see, I think this feud will end. Somebody's going to beat somebody, and it's going to be a tremendous, but a vicious bout.
All right, a lot of action to get going. Right now, let's get to our ring announcer, Frankie E.
Craig and Bruno, you're absolutely right. We have an extremely exciting night of wrestling coming our way. Then let's take a look at that lineup right now.
Getting ready to inflict his damage and destruction, one of the UWF's most feared grapplers, Dr. Death, Steve Williams. In their UWF debut, the brutal and evil combination from Long Island, New York, the Power Twins, with their manager, Rick Golden. Facing the Power Twins and also making their UWF debut, the tag team of Wet and Wild, Sonny Beach and Steve the Wild Thing Ray. The psychotic wild man from the mountains of New Mexico, the very unpredictable Cactus Jack. And in the main event, a hateful man that continues his rage, the Cowboy, Bob Orton, and his disdainful manager, John the Golden Greek Tolis. Meet up again with popular B. Brian Blair, and he's accompanied by Captain Lou Albano. We'll ask the wrestlers a viewer's question on our popular weekly segment. And Captain Lou Albano entertains us again in Captain Lou's Corner. The UWF Power Line is waiting for your call. 1-900-420-4UWF.
Call me now!
He weighs 285 mean pounds. From Lakewood, Colorado, he is Dr. Death, Steve Williams!
All right, Bruno Sammartino, we are set for another hour of UWF wrestling excitement with, well, you can't start it off with anybody better, Steve Dr. Death Williams, going up against Carmine Albano.
And Captain Lou must be saying, what is my nephew doing? Facing, he's going against the toughest ones here. This guy Albano, he is quite a competitor, but I don't know, boy, facing the likes of Steve Williams.
I tell you, you got to give him a lot of credit for stepping in the ring with Dr. Death. There are not any tougher in the UWF than this band.
Well, Williams got behind Albano. Albano was able to pull a reversal, but Williams quickly, you know, got control again. You know, this Steve Williams, a lot of fans may not know. This guy, of course, wrestled out of Oklahoma. He was a great amateur wrestler. He almost made it to the Olympic Games. You know, he's a tremendous pro, but he was equally tremendous as an amateur. Tough wrestler. Of course, he's a heck of a football player, as you know.
Yes, he has a different look here today, too. As you see the fans really peering in to watch. Just the lower tights here from Dr. Death. As he flips over Carmine Albano, who may at this point be wondering exactly what Bruno did. Why is he in the ring?
Well, this Steve Williams, you know, let's face it, when it comes to professional wrestling, when you start talking about the toughest in the pros in the world of wrestling today, Williams is right up there with the tops. And of course, in Japan, he is one of the most fierce and respected men in Japan. Williams, there's no question about it. And when it comes to the world of professional wrestling, he's on top of that list. He's one of the toughest in the world today. No question.
Vicious.
If not the toughest.
Yeah, I would have to put him right up there. Good chop to Albano to knock him down. Dr. Death is certainly not looking ahead to next week, too, which I guess could happen. Good drop kick. From a frozen stance, he got up in a hurry.
Yeah, but the way he did, the way he had his legs drawn, and then the way he shot out those legs like that, that's really putting the weight behind it. That's a devastating. Now the abdominal stretch. Let's see if he can. Let's see if he can do anything with this hold.
Hey, look at that. Take a look at that upper left eyebrow, and you do see some blood.
I see some blood with Steve Williams. Now I don't see what happened there. How you know what? I don't know how he got this, but you know what, Craig?
What's that?
When we remember the last time he wrestled Orndorff, there was an awful lot of blood spilled, and I got a feeling that maybe those stitches, you know, maybe something happened here where that thing split open again, or, you know, it's got to be from that, because I saw nothing that Albano did to cause that injury to Williams. So that must be an old injury from the last time he fought Orndorff.
Not a bad thought, Dr. Sammartino.
Right now we saw the famous Williams tackle, and
has the arm up, may put him away. No. You know, he's lucky the blood is coming down his nose and not going into his eye, where the referee could easily stop it, or a ringside doctor.
Well, I'll tell you what, the way Williams says, he's in a situation right now where he can end this match whenever he chooses. And believe me, if that blood in any way got to where it blocked his vision or what have you, if he was in danger that the doctor might come in and stop the match, I promise you that he will make quick work of Albano, because Williams is capable of that.
Yes, he is. Albano in pain, as you can see with that good close-up. A lot of great matches coming your way. We will get a look at a new tag team. I'll tell you about them in just a bit. Going up against the Power Twins. Cactus Jack is on tap for this program, along with Orton and B. Brian Blair, the big return grudge match. And Williams may have come to that point where he says, I've had enough work for this.
Well, in that close-up, Craig, a second ago, we saw close-up, and you see that blood is really coming down his nose now, and so that could easily turn into where it could get into his eye. So if Williams, I would suggest to Williams that if he can, as Albano right now seems to be hurting, he should try if he can get the victory here and not to waste any time.
And not only that, any minute he gets stitches on will be a minute longer. He'll have time to heal as far as next week is concerned, because that is going to be a humdinger for sure.
Meanwhile, Albano just took a pretty bad spill outside that ring. And
yeah, he may be hoping this gets over with in a hurry also.
Ooh, big shot.
Big shot to the midsection.
You know what it seems like here? It seems like Williams is very upset at the fact that he's bleeding, and as a result, he wants to punish ice water on his face.
Ice water will wake up Albano. That could go the other way. I thought he was going to hit him with the pitcher. Turned out just to be ice water. And this has not been a very refreshing match for Mr. Albano by any means.
Oh, boy.
Into the turn, out of the pipe. The steel post, and Albano is down again outside the ring. And he may just want to stay there and get the 10 count and get out of here. The referee's counting, and I don't think he's going to make it. Dr. Death back in.
The referee's not counting, and why isn't he counting?
I thought he was. He was over there, but you're right.
Now he starts the count.
Late count by the referee, Tom Fornini. And, no, Dr. Death made a mistake of coming back over, so that interrupted the count.
Well, he wanted to interrupt the count because obviously he doesn't want Albano to get counted out. He wants him back in that ring. No doubt he wants to get a clear victory here.
Doesn't want the count out. Big chop. You saw where he delivered that punch from.
I'm telling you, I think Williams is so upset that he's bleeding, even though I don't think it was Albano who caused the bleeding. I think it's some kind of a blow he took. Oh, well, I guess, in a way, you have to say it was Albano who did something, some kind of blow that he opened up that old wound.
Yeah.
And he's bleeding, and I think he's furious about that, and he's not trying to beat Albano. And now he's punishing him. He wants to really punish him before he finally beats him. Because there's no doubt in my mind that he can beat Albano. And he's not doing his best to end this match in a hurry. He's just punishing him.
Beautiful hip toss by Dr. Death. Will this be it for Albano? He's just been hanging on here.
And here comes the clothesline.
Clotheslined him. This has not been a pretty sight for Carmine Albano.
No, he's, in all honesty, Albano's really been taking a terrible beating from Williams.
Albano into the corner. Dr. Death has him up and rakes him into the top turnbuckle.
One of his favorite moves here, buckle to buckle.
Buckle to buckle. Power slammed him down, and that's got to be it. Please. Yes. So Steve Williams, Dr. Death.
The winner, Steve Dr. Death Williams!
Here we are, the world-famous Power Twins in the UWF. This guy, Herb Abrams, has put together some of the biggest talent in the world. Guys like Don the Rock Morocco, B. Brian Blair, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. These two clowns, Wet and Wild, they're supposed to be very good. But let me tell you something, the best tag team in the world, you're looking at them right now. Tell them, bro.
We are the world-famous Power Twins. 6'2", 300 pounds apiece. We move like cats. We're the most powerful things to ever come into wrestling in the UWF.
We're the only identical tag team in the world today, and it doesn't look like anybody threw up on us in Technicolor like those two clowns, Wet and Wild. What are those guys anyway? A video game? We want wrestlers. We want contenders, not pretenders.
Someone that can stay in the ring more than 5 minutes with the Power Twins.
Someone knows how to tie their own shoes.
Someone knows how to put on their own tights by themselves.
Because when this tag team tournament comes around, you're looking at the two champs right here, the world-famous Power Twins.
Hey, you, and you, every one of you here tonight, each and every one of you is privileged. You're all privileged because tonight you witnessed the birth of a dynasty. The meanest, the baddest, the bronze of my brains. At 600, sit down and shut up. You're getting lucky tonight. Understand that. From New York, New York, the Power Twins.
Ladies and gentlemen, please refrain from throwing things in the ring. If you are seen throwing something, you will be ejected immediately. Their opponents are a brand new combination. They come in with a combined weight of 515 pounds. Steve the Wild Thing Ray and Sonny Beach are Wet and Wild.
Well, how do you like that, Bruno? A week ago, we saw them work in the ring as Steve raking into the side of Sonny Beach, and all of a sudden, I understand they've been working out during the week, and here they are as a tag team in the UWF called Wet and Wild.
Well, boy, what a way to get started against the Power Twins. 635-pound combined weight of these two guys. These are two big men, and they're powerful men. And how about their manager? Who is this guy?
Rick Golden is his name.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not familiar with him.
He says he has some kind of golden rule, and the Power Twins say that is very simple. Do unto you guys, the opponents, before they do unto us.
This is going to be some kind of a test. It really will be for Steve Ray and Sonny Beach, because as we know what talented wrestlers they are, but in facing the Power Twins, these two guys, not only are they big, but they're so well as a team, because, of course, you know, they've been together, well, they're twins. They've been together all their lives. They worked out all their lives together in amateur wrestling, then into professional ranks and so forth. So they really gel well together. But, you know, look at these two guys, Craig. I mean, you talk about, okay, twins. These guys are so identical. I mean, everything, even the hair, the beard, everything is exactly, I mean, the same. They have a few hairs missing on the back of their head. Both of them exactly the same.
Incredible.
Unbelievable.
I mean, even their bald spot, Bruno, is identical.
That's what I'm saying.
That is precise, isn't it?
Absolutely incredible. I certainly cannot tell these two apart. I just can't.
Well, if you never thought balding was hereditary, I guess this would be a good sign that it is. Dave and Larry, I still don't know which one is which. I'm trying to, you know, when I interview them, I try to pick out some kind of characteristic which would help doing the play-by-play, but I cannot tell. Perhaps one's beard is a little thicker than the other guy, but Dave and Larry, very tough to pinpoint it. We will tell you that one of them played pro football for the Eagles and Dolphins, and also the USFL Philadelphia Stars. As for their opponents, they sound more like a Floridian theme park, Wet and Wild, but they are a pretty good combination.
Well, the thing is, we know individually how good they are, both of them, but as a team, you know, they really have not spent that kind of time together, so it'll be interesting to see. Nice move. It'll be interesting to see how well they gel together. I got a feeling that they'll do quite well, but again, they're taking on quite a challenge with two guys that have been together for a long time.
And you got to look at that German suplex or the tidal wave from Sunny Beach. Now the question is, though, will they be able to team together in the short time? I guess that's the point we'll have to see against the Power Twins. Wild Thing Ray and Power Twin number 1.
Quick
Beach is in there, tagged in nicely. Let's see here, double clothesline.
Double clothesline and executed very, very well. And so far, I know, the match just started.
Early.
Yeah, very early, so shouldn't say too much. But so far, I like what I see. These guys are doing well together as a team. Like I say, it's early. But certainly so far in the first minute or so of the match, they're impressing me.
Trying the abdominal stretch, but the other Power Twin comes in.
The mistake there that Sunny Beach made, if you're going to get the man in an abdominal stretch, you certainly have control of him, that you can spin him around while even in the hole so that you don't have your back to the other Power Twin, because you don't do that with these two guys.
That might be a sign of the inexperience as a tag team wrestler. He's not obviously used to going against the guy with another opponent that is in the other corner.
Perhaps. By the way, while I have a second in the audience, Greg, we have Georgiana Mekrakopoulos. She is, of course, the head of the Wrestling Chatterbox, who have been writing quite a bit about the UWF, and it's very informative newsletter that they send out, and glad to see her over here. Hope she's enjoying the show, and keep up the good work, because it certainly is a very educational newsletter.
You're out of the New York area?
Indeed, from New York here, right.
The Big Apple brings out a lot of big names in the wrestling world. And here tonight, writing and taking pictures, as you'll notice, around ringside. There's Rick Golden, the manager for the Power Twins. Dave or Larry in the ring against Sunny Beach. Hip toss, went down. And Beach showing some of the skills he has shown us over the weeks as a single wrestler in individual competition.
One thing we've noticed so far, Craig, that is that this Rick Golden, he's from outside, this and that, but at least so far, maybe I'm speaking too soon, but so far he's showing no physical interference. And I would think it would be very wise for him not to do that, because he's not the biggest guy around. And if one of those two guys, you know, of course I'm talking about either Steve Ray or Sunny Beach, they put one hand on this guy. As the old saying, they can squash him like a grape. He's not a big man, is he? So it'd be wise not to interfere too much.
Well, he doesn't have that commanding John Tolis presence.
That's for sure. Nor the background and experience.
Power Twins, however, doing the twin killing now on Sunny Beach. And the turnbuckle, kind of sloppily into the corner. These Power Twins have some very effective moves as a tag team, which you would expect. They've probably been doing it since they were 3 years old.
Takedown.
For the takedown. Looks more like an amateur move there.
Yeah, he got behind him and went to take him down. Power Twin tried to resist it, but Beach was able to conclude the maneuver. Headlock. Nice. Good. That's good. Tag. One of the wise things you can do as a team is tag. If you have the upper hand on an opponent, keep switching on him, keep him close to your corner. Don't allow him to get away from there to tag, and you can weaken him and perhaps, you know, gain a victory.
Keep him fresh. There's the headlock. Now Twin tags in. They're both in the ring. Oh, they got him. Unusual reverse clothesline. The back of the head knocking down Wild Thing Ray. Right into that corner where the manager is. A couple of big clubs from the Power Twins. These guys are tremendous. They're over 630 together.
They're both over 300 pounds, a total of 635 pounds. So a lot of beef in there. Big people.
Good side suplex there. Now he's got Ray by the hair. And both twins are in as referee Dick Kroll worrying about Sunny Beach for some reason. And again, both of the twins are in again. Look out. Back body drop. Well done. Well done by the Power Twins.
They must have shot him up 6, 7 feet in the air. This guy really took one heck of a body drop. Steve Ray, but hey, he can take it. We've seen him in the past, as we've said. This is a big kid, 255 pounds, well conditioned, and a blow like that is a solid, hard blow. But Steve Ray will continue this match. He'll take more than that to bring a defeat on him. Ooh.
There's the Power double clothesline for the Power Twins.
Although you don't want to take too many of these. A backdrop, double clothesline. I mean, you know, I don't care how well conditioned you are. You take too many of those blows, and you will be softened up and eventually leading to a defeat.
Particularly when two guys are administering the punishment.
Now, this front face lock that Twin Towers got on Steve Ray. Let's see what he's going to try and do with it.
And he's trying to get leverage with the lower leg, but look what, he backed into the beach, and that gave Ray the chance to tag in. The ref didn't see it.
Well, the referee was busy pushing the other Power Twin out of the ring and never saw the tag, nor did he see this double suplex from both of the
Power Twins, yes. Double soup, they do a lot of their moves. In fact, it seems like every time they're doing something, they are doing it together. And I guess that's what it's all about when you're a tag team. They tag it again, both still in the ring. Ray's got to get out of there. Oh, this time they bring him down front face first, and he goes down hard into the canvas. The last time they flipped him back over.
Did you see that Rick Golden fly out of that ring? He interfered a little, tried to interfere, and that son he's ready to grab him. Boy, he shot out of there like a bullet.
Wild Thing is on his knees, crawling toward his corner, trying to reach out and touch Sunny Beach. Now he finally tags in. I don't think Kroll saw that one.
No, he did. This experience. These guys been together for so long that they just know the proper way of distracting the referee, and so far it's working out very well to their advantage. And Steve Ray's paying the price.
Yes, he is. Good double knee to the midsection. Dave or Larry of the Power Twins in there. I think that is Larry. Misses, takes the clothesline down. Now let's see if Ray can get out of there. And he is just spent. And reaching over, and he should be able to make the tag. And Dick Kroll says yes. I saw that one. Double noggin buster. And the drop kick. Sunny Beach, of course, very fresh. He's been on the apron for quite a while.
Yes, he has, and he shows it freshness. Nice buckle back body drop as one of the Power Twins comes off the rope. 1, 2, no. Well, no, I'm afraid, you know, that it'll take a little more than that to soften one of these guys up for when. Let's see, he's going to go here with the backslide.
Backslide.
Ooh. Ooh. Well, not really that close. I'd say that was a 1.5 count.
Didn't have good form.
The back row. Oh,
good back over. Good move. Has the leverage, but the other Power Twin jumps in there. Now, come on, Kroll, get this guy out of here. Kroll continues to keep Ray out of there. That is poor officiating, Bruno. And as you see Rick Golden up there, very easy for us to criticize, but Kroll clearly saw the other one jump in without a tag, and he's just worried about Wild Thing.
Yeah, well, he's worried about Wild Thing because Wild Thing should be stepping outside the ring to allow the referee to turn around. You know, because the more he stays in there, the longer the referee's going to stay on him, and the more damage the Power Twins are going to do to Sunny Beach.
All right, but I don't recall a tag in by one of the Power Twins.
Yeah, that's for sure. But on the other hand, certainly the referee can't tell who's who, so they could easily make a switch on him without him knowing anything about it. Uh-oh.
And we get a bell for some reason. As Wild Thing comes in, drop kick. Oh, was that a time limit also?
No, I think there must be a disqualification here.
The winner is by disqualification.
Yeah, disqualification.
Wet and Wild! Steve Ray, the Wild Thing, and Sunny Beach!
How do you like that? Wild Thing throwing things at the manager. I don't know exactly why they were DQ'd. Did you see anything?
Well, look at this now. Look at this. Rick goes, boy, is he a good little guy, huh?
Yes, he is. How about that for a start? Wet and Wild. victorious over the Power Twins here in the UWF in their debut. And they will remember this one. Perhaps Herb Abrams could find out more. Let's go to Herb Abrams with the winning tag team, Wet and Wild.
With me is Wet and Wild. What brought you two great guys together?
You want to know what brought us together? The UWF, these fans, everybody in the whole world, they wanted it. We got it. Here it is. This is what brought us together. This is what it's all about. This is what it's all about, Daddy. The fans, the people.
Coming up, the Rubber Band Man himself, Captain Lou.
Yes, wrestling fans, back again this week with the Captain's Corner. It's Captain Lou Albano. Normally in professional wrestling, we do have some conformity, but this is one man that goes against everything in professional wrestling. He's a strange individual. Here he is, Cactus Jack.
Captain, every time I come out here, you got something else to say. You may be the jolly fat man on the Captain's Corner, Captain, but you're wearing real thin on my patience. Every time it's something else. I've got the brain of a dehydrated BB. Get your laugh, Captain, get your laugh.
Dehydrated BB.
You put my brain in a bird, it flies backward. Get your laugh, Lou, get your laugh. Well, that's the last time. Because I hate making jokes out here on this camera to put you over. No. Captain, if you want to giggle, do it somewhere else.
Well, it's not all about giggling. What it is, I just call him as I see him. I watch you in that ring. I use the methods that you use, the way you conduct yourself, and to me, you seem a little bit off. You seem a little bit schizophrenic. I don't know, homicidal, suicidal. I don't know what to call it. But you definitely need psychiatric care. I feel in my book. You ought to check with Dr. Rodney Popupnik or Sid Greenleaf. Either one. Go ahead.
Do I get the job done?
You may get the job done, but it's how you get the job done.
When I walk out to the arena, Captain, you're the only one giggling. Because other people, they have their mouths wide open. But it ain't in laughter, it's in awe. Because I can do things that ain't even been dreamed of before. And I can do them real well.
Well, let me tell you this, Captain Jack. No one has ever questioned your ability in the ring. But I do question the way you go about it. I do question that gaze look in your eyes. I do question the way you rock your head back and forth and you seem to be up in the air and off balance. I do question how you conduct yourself as an individual. It's not kosher. It's not by the book. And I think there's something ironically wrong. And that is with you.
Well, that's your job, Captain Lou, to ask those questions. That's your job. But it's not up to me to answer them. Why don't you ask my opponents in a heap of unconsciousness to answer your question? Because that's not what I'm here for.
You just said it. Basically, we can't ask them after you're done with it. Basically, they can't even talk.
A return grudge match in what can only be described as the war to settle it all. Approaching the ring at this time, accompanied by his manager, the Golden Greek, John Tolis. He is a 247-pounder from St. Louis, Missouri, Cowboy Bob Orton.
Bob Orton with the Golden Greek, John Tolis. This is going to be a great match, Greg.
Me, Brian Blair, and the Ace Cowboy Bob Orton. Blair to make his entrance momentarily in a match that has been going on for quite a while now, a feud. And there is none hotter here in the UWF than this one.
His opponent approaches the ring, accompanied by his manager, Captain Lou Albano.
Hey, look who's coming in with B. Brian Blair, the captain himself. The most successful manager in the history of professional wrestling. Greg, I'm sure you do know that he has had 17 different champions in his career as a manager. That's a record that will never be broken. Captain Lou, greatest manager of all time.
17 different champions.
Yeah, absolutely, different champions. I mean, that's unbelievable. Nobody's even come near approaching a record such as that. And the fans love him. Captain Lou, quite a character.
Of course, he has that terrific Captain's Corner, always a favorite part of the hour here in the Universal Wrestling Federation, where he chats with the wrestlers.
I'll tell you something about the captain. Now, there he is with B. Brian Blair. Now, John Tolis, as we know, great wrestler from yesteryear, him and his brother, the Tolis brothers. But Captain Lou, of course, at one time, he was with tag team matches with Tony Altamore, and they were a darn good team. Of course, you know, Albano's best known as his managerial success because it was awesome. I mean, you know, nobody's accomplished with it, but a lot of people forget that at one time, Captain Lou was quite a wrestler himself.
You wrestled him, too, did you not?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, I did, many years ago. But the point I'm making here is that this is no easy pickings for John Tolis if he wants to interfere in trying to help out Bob Orton, because I assure you one thing, the captain will not sit idle in a corner or just stand there. Look, in fact, you know, if Tolis will try something, you can bet that the captain will be right there. In fact, right now, he just grabbed the chair and he told Tolis, don't start anything, or I'll be right on you.
Don't let his congenial personality fool you. He'll go head-to-head with you if he has to.
But aside from the captain and Tolis, now...
Look at this, talking about head-to-head.
Gee whiz.
Man getting a little too close to John Tolis.
Yeah.
That's not a good idea.
No, it isn't. But meanwhile, in the ring, you have B. Brian Blair and Bob Orton. Now, we've seen some tremendous bouts from these two. As we said before, they dislike each other, but every time they go in the ring, you do see a tremendous match. But there's never been what I'd call a solid winner every time these two guys have met. So maybe tonight, this is what they're looking for. They both want to get a clear-cut victory and claim superiority over the other guy. So we will see if that happens.
All dates back to that ferocious headbutt by the Ace back in California a couple of months ago in a UWF program where he headbutted Honey, B. Brian Blair's manager, who has been on and off recuperating. She came back. Apparently still suffering some dizzy spells.
She came back, but I understand still had a problem, so it was advised that maybe she better not, you know, get involved. Nice fireman's carry. That was very nice executed by B. Brian Blair. And that's why the captain has taken over that spot, because I don't think we're going to be seeing her anymore, because she did take quite a severe blow.
Yeah.
Severe concussion. She came back. And
made a good recovery, but the doctors just felt, just for a safety viewpoint, to stay away from ringside.
Frankly, I'll be honest with you, I hope she does not come back, because in all honesty, she's a very pretty girl, very talented, but when you're in there with the brutes like the Orton and everything else, you're really taking serious gamble with your health, with your well-being. So better that she stays out. Let the captain take over.
All right, captain just loves it. He loves to stay involved. Good move there by Brian Blair to knock Orton down. Tom Fornini, the ref, gets a look. Tolis whistling a personal foul against B. Brian Blair. He wants 2 free throws, I think, from Bob Orton. He won't get them.
I'll tell you what's surprising so far, Craig, and I'm sure you'll agree. So far, it's been a good wrestling match. I haven't seen any real rough drag, kick, punch type of thing as I expect from these two. You might see some of that outside the ring. You might see it between Tolis and Albano, the rough stuff. These guys will have it wouldn't be something of a clear, scientific, beautiful wrestling match while Albano and Tolis batter each other with everything else. Nice moves. Very nice
Nicely done. Hip toss to put Orton down. You're right. It's been completely scientific inside the ring.
Yeah. Well, you know, these two guys are both terrific scientific wrestlers, both Brian Blair and Orton. There's no question that if they wanted to really give a scientific match, they have everything. They have all the tools to do so, and I think that they could really show the fans just what terrific athletes they are. But I'll tell you what, I predicted as good as it's been so far, a lot of beautiful moves, it ain't going to last. You watch. It ain't going to, not with these two.
All right, we'll hold you to that, Bruno. Orton brings down B. Brian Blair. No, can't put him away yet. Orton really hasn't got it going just yet. Blair has been the more effective of the two.
I'll tell you what, so far it's been an entertaining match because I wasn't expecting this. Like I said, we know their capabilities and so forth, but I really expected when these guys got in the ring that they'd come in unleashing their mightiest of bombs. But so far, maybe it's a contest here that they both are trying to show the other one who was the clever of the two as far as wrestling skills goes. And so far, it's been a very good and entertaining match. I like what I'm seeing so far, and I hope they stick with this. I hope really do, and let the better men win, show who is really the more skilled of the two.
Craig and Bruno, because of time, Cactus Jack's match tonight has been rescheduled for another time. But we'll be back with the conclusion of this bout in a moment.
Bob Orton sporting a shiner over his right eye.
Yes, he is, isn't he?
I didn't find out exactly why. It may have been from the matchup last time out with B. Brian Blair, because I believe he had it about a week or two ago when we saw him. And it appears to be finally fading a little bit.
I'm looking for any second now for this match, yeah, to really starting getting
something
nasty.
bust out, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of feel that volcano. You can almost hear the lava starting to come out of the mountain.
One thing I see, Tolis keeps making attempts like getting up on the apron, but across the ring you see the captain. The captain's keeping a close eye, and every move Tolis makes, you see the captain start making the same move towards him.
Orton really grunting and putting a lot of pressure into it. Like a little saliva shower for B. Brian Blair, unfortunately. And a pretty grueling match. These holds, Bruno, may not appear to have the effect, but when you're constantly on one another, anyone in competitive sports and competition will know that just being on top and all that pressure, tackling, and so on, can take a lot out of you.
Oh, absolutely. This particular move right now, the way he's twisting his neck, believe me, to the people watching, they're wondering as to, you know, how punishing is this. I'm sure you, it's very punishing. Neck's a delicate area. You know, if you look at the way the neck is with those vertebrae and this and so forth, it's very narrow, and so all these nerves and muscles around there, when you're twisting like he's doing, I assure you that they can give you excruciating pain.
Elbow to the back of the head of B. Brian Blair. And Albano rooting on his man. Twisting the neck, though, you're right. He continues to hammer away there as Albano's trying to rile up this crowd. And he's got him rooting. Good crowd again on hand. Sell out here at the Penta. As you look at John Tolis, who seems to be in a constant ongoing discussion and argument with the crowd here.
The Golden Greek, John Tolis. Well, I'll tell you, I remember, well, I wrestled him and his brother, Chris Tolis. These two guys were some kind of a team. A lot of the, you know, young fans would probably have heard of them, I'm sure, but of course they'd never seen them wrestle. And as a team, I'll tell you, they were as fine a team as I've ever seen in my entire career. Chris and John Tolis, they were absolutely an awesome team in that ring. Both always in such tip-top shape, great shape, always great, in great condition.
I haven't had a chance to read you. Oh, nice move there. I haven't had a chance to read the autobiography yet, but do you touch on the a lot of your feuds and matchups over the years? I would assume so.
Well, I talk about different opponents, but it's not just about the wrestling end of it. You know, I talk about a lot of the my struggles, you know, in trying to get there to the top. Some of the unfair tactics used by promotion when they would blackball a young wrestler over stupid feuds or what have you. Yeah, I really tell my whole story from the old country on. And look at Tolis. Look at him. Look at, did you see what he was doing?
Yes, he looked like he was trying to get a shoe off.
You're darn right, because we've seen him do that before and take that heel of his, of the shoe, and really clobber an opponent. But the captain, got to give the captain, it just came in.
What it did, though, Bruno, he never did take the shoe out, but it was very effective because Blair was going into that scorpion, that combination of the Boston Crab and the figure four, and he never got it applied. He really had him in good position. So Tolis, well, got to give him credit there. Hey, the referee, Fornini, just thrown into the corner.
What happened here is that Fornini, he was busy with the captain and so forth, and when he turned around, he wasn't watching where the other guys were, and he got in the way. He got in the way, and he took one heck of a blow. And look at this. This could be a pin, and the referee
would have been a pin, but Fornini's out of it. And I think Captain Lou may be going for another ref. Well, that's dangerous, too, now. Did he chase Tolis out of there, too? I think he did. He chased Tolis right out of the way. So now it's Blair and Orton and no one else. And Blair trying to
watch out,
wake up the referee.
Well, the referee, I think, is starting. Is he coming around?
He's showing, some signs. This would be a good time for the smelling salts. Orton ever dangerous on that top rope. Look out! Oh, he comes down, but he takes the shot to the midsection. And Blair hammers away with upstairs right hand. Another one. And just as he was going into the steel pipe, Orton somehow backed out of the way, and Blair took the worst of that.
And right now the cameras are outside the ring, of course. All the emphasis is on the two combatants, but I'm looking inside the ring. That referee is still... Oh, what's this, a pile driver? He's gonna... Oh, wow! Oh, my. There's no way. Well, but you see, here's the thing now. Orton's back in the ring. Let's see if you can see the referee here a second. There he is. The referee's still out of it. He's still not in shape to see what's going on to start the count or anything. So we'll see now. Will Orton be able to get him up and start the count? And will Blair lay there, or will he recuperate enough to come back in and beat the count? This we'll have to see.
Well, speaking of out of it, it looks like, is that Wild Thing Ray again? Wild Thing Ray has made his way to ringside. He seems to be the good Samaritan here in the UWF. If you're in trouble, you just call Wild Thing.
Yeah, Wild Thing has come in, but it does look as if the referee stopped the count, didn't he? What's going on here? And I don't understand what the referee's doing.
I know referee's coming outside the ring. That is very unusual. Talking to the beautiful model there, which is not a bad idea, but let's concentrate on the match, ref. Orton saying he finished him off outside the ring. Give me that count.
I'm a little confused, Craig. I don't understand what's going on here. Now, what is the referee? What has he done, or is there a decision made here, or what?
The referee may not be working with all his marbles.
You know, when he got him on that pile driver, the viewers, they're seeing a carpet on the floor, but, you know, that's solid concrete underneath that carpet. So, I mean, that's getting pile driver up off that concrete. Oh, what? Now, he gave him the victory, and it could be that, well, we'll see if they're...
What could it be? How could it possibly be?
It could be because of the pile driver on that concrete floor. I don't know, though.
Well, wow. B. Brian Blair's going to walk out of this one the champion, and we will try to get an explanation. The big return grudge match.
The winner by disqualification, B. Brian Blair.
Not disqualification, but I'm a little confused as to what. The referee hasn't given, or maybe he is right now.
Foreign object. Did I see him?
Oh, okay, I didn't see that. There was a foreign object he used. Okay.
Very possible that was it.